You good, Monty? Highberry 2014. Good morning. Good afternoon. Greetings and salutations. All of that. I hope everybody's ready for a really, really fun-filled Saturday. Or what are we calling it? Dab Saturday. And to kick off Dab Saturday, my brothers right here from Omaha, Nebraska, the Dirty River Ramblers.
Soul, written by our fiddle player, Josh Crone. We're going to tune real quickly here before we jump into this next tune. We've got a brand new CD we'd like for you to take home. They're not terribly expensive, and they help us put gasoline, the money that we make off of them, puts diesel fuel in that bus over there, which gets about 6 gallons to the mile. So please take home some of our music. We'd appreciate it. Here's a tune off of that album called Copper Coil Daydream. Justice is swift as it is sure. When they find a man that took her, he'll be swinging from an old box as the turkey vultures cackle and send him home again. Oh, copper coil daydreams fueling my fever. My trouble. Anyway, nothing like these hills to soothe my soul. Today, I try to lose all my troubles and woes. Pray there's a plan to end all this pain.
good song about moonshining and the troubles that will probably befit you if you start moonshining. Now, the good part about moonshining is the drinking part. Woo! Just like every morning when we open the show, we invite anybody that has a bottle of whiskey to come on down to the stage.
And if you don't have a bottle of whiskey, come on down anyway. Somebody might be sharing.
Hell, bottles of any sort. Big ones, little ones, we don't care. Come on down. I'll let Josh Corrigan sing a tune for you.
No, you're not.
Oh, we'll let Josh Crone sing a tune for you.
We have two Joshes in the band.
Too many Joshes to keep it straight?
Confusing.
And he switched from his fiddle to his banjo, and his banjo done got pissed off while he's playing his fiddle and then went out of tune on purpose.
You looked at it the wrong way. That's what happens.
That's what happens. You pick up your fiddle and your banjo gets jealous.
Well, thanks, folks. Here's a song about my drunk mama. Footsteps in the sweet chestnut melody never spoken and good, though his load is hard to bear. Mama said, don't go near that river, don't be hanging around old Catfish John. Come on and I'll always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet death dawn. Walking in his footsteps in the sweet death dawn. Walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn.
Thank you, folks. Everybody having a happy Highberry, a hi, Happy Berry. Hi, Happy Berry.
Well, now I'm gonna sing a song. The other Josh on stage. The other Josh in the room. One in Josh A? That doesn't make any sense. From now on, I'm Smokey and you're the Bandit. I think that works.
Does that mean I get together with Sally Fields?
It does, and I drive an awesome cop car.
I get to be Jerry Reed. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, this here's a song I wrote about my folks' place up in Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. Justin's gonna kick it up for us. Just a few miles down a Beauty Mountain Road is the finest place I ever know, where I spent many a summer as a child. To the great woods up north, we drive back and forth, and every trip was better than the last. Waiting for us up there in a state of disrepair was a home away from home at the top of the hill. Pull on in the middle of the night, unpack our things in the pale moonlight, look up at more stars than you'll ever see. Was the best place around, but we had to tear it down. You could look out through the trees and see for miles. We were far from the town, there weren't nobody around at the Minnesota hilltop country cabin home. Some rickety stairs, and right through the door you walk back into the days of yore. Light a kerosene lamp, put a log on the stove, head to the kitchen to make a meal, which you might find to be a big old deal. Well, there were squirrels in the cupboards and the fridge was full of bees. All those critters would come from many a mile, they come inside and give us a smile, chase us back out, watch us run in the woods. There was a smell of mossy earth and the trees were made of paper birch. You find a trail to the lake that'll take you there and back again. It was the best place around, but we had to tear it down. You could look out through the trees, see for miles. It was far from the town, there weren't nobody around at the Minnesota hilltop country cabin home. Gonna lie, it was a glorified double wide, and the paneling on the walls was a touch of class. But even though this mobile home was better suited for Arizona, well, that old girl, she could sure put up a fight. Many a winter the wind did blow, and it covered her up in ice and snow, when old Jack Frost tried to bring her down. But the seasons changed and it came and so it was at last. The roof collapsed, fell to the ground. Was the best place around, but we had to tear it down. You could look out through the trees and see for miles. It was far from the town, there ain't nobody around. I'm a Minnesota hilltop country cabin home. I'm a Minnesota hilltop country cabin home.
It's one of our favorite things to do with bluegrass songs, since they're so short, to see how many we can actually stick together. Some people call that a medley. We're allergic to that word, so we just call it a shoehorn. So we're going to shoehorn as many together as we can for you.
I'd like to introduce this fellow picking the mandolin here beside me, the original Dirty River Rambler, Mr. Justin Kephart from Omaha, Nebraska. Here's a drinking song. Thank you so much. Hey, I'd like to introduce this fella picking guitar over here next to me. Mr. Mace Hathaway, all the way from McClelland, Iowa.
Sure is nice to be back down in this neck of the woods, see so many familiar faces. All my Camp Zoe fam hanging out down here is beautiful. I want to thank John Walker for having us out. Thank Haney and his boys for taking good care of us, making us sound purty. We certainly aren't purty. You got a purr mouth. This next one's for all the hippie girls. Also on our new album, if you feel like taking it home. Sisters with her, bringing all the sisters with her. They line up top to the bottom, bubbles and brains. These girls gotta mean nothing like a hippie girl, make a man insane. My girl's on the number 9 train. There's a black smoke rising in the east again. Station master says they're right on time, and they're crossing that river up at Evans Bridge, and climbing down off of Thistle Ridge, and then I'm sure to hold her hand in mine. My girl is up in the big tree. Sometimes she comes in on a cool breeze and fixes all of my trouble, eases all my pain. My girl says she can't live without me. I can't believe it 'cause she knows all about me, and still she's my girl. So powerful you could launch a rocket from it. Ain't no medicine like hers in this world. There's something about knowing I'll soon be kissing those sweet lips that I've been missing. Ain't no distance keep me from that girl. My girl is up in the big tree. Sometimes she comes in on the cool breeze and fixes all my trouble, eases all my pain. My girl says she can't live without me. She knows all about me, and still she's my girl. My girl is up on the mountain. Sometimes she come down in the valley, making all the boys go crazy, bringing all her sisters with her. They line up top to the bottom, bubbles and brains. These girls gotta mean nothing like a hippie girl, make a man insane. There ain't nothing like a hippie girl, make a man insane.
Hey, Sean, you got your cajon handy? I don't see it. We're going to get some rhythm in here for you. I'd like to introduce this fella picking his guitar down here at the other end. He plays a mean banjo, but he also plays a sick guitar. Mr. Josh Corrigan from Omaha, Nebraska.
Thank you, folks. Glad to be here.
Anybody seen our cajon player? Point him this direction.
Sean, get your cajon up here.
In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight.